What about it, YouTube? Alright, fellow travelers, there's a lot of really stupid people out there. I understand your gut reaction, you know, oh, this guy's a troll, oh, this guy, Colin's just giving out information, what are you saying, you're gonna be a victim, and then going on and on. Some of them are calling me a Jew, and some of them are, I mean, it's the most bizarre, and arguing about, like, just off the wall, I don't even know who they're talking to. There's like these things that are, these voices in their head, and then they respond to those voices in my comments. Then you have the ones that are just the typical, you know, really fired up and pissed off dude. But that's what I'm talking about, see? Like, now you're using all this anger that's been built up, misplaced on me. I'm the messenger, right? Let me remind you, dude. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what I've discovered with Colin. Okay? And it takes some thinking. I understand. It took me a little bit to figure it out, okay? My other video, I still hadn't figured it out yet. I mean, I watched his videos daily, along with watching guys like Think Like a Cop and Active Self-Protection. And there's a number of other videos and video makers out there that I watch. I watch the Sovereign Citizen videos where the predominantly white guys are giving the cops and the courts a hard time because they don't want to behave. It's always those that don't want to behave that don't like rules, right? And it's always those that don't have God that don't want to behave. Okay, so there's a connection here. And there's a number of connections here. Right? But I've got to be specific about what's going on with Colin in the here and the now. Colin is basically grooming people like a pedophile. He's grooming people as a race war pimp. He's getting you all fired up. He's allowing in his comments for you to degrade black people as being animals and being orcs. I live around black people. You know, I was helping the lady at the store the other day find mac and cheese. Little old black lady cooking for her church. She said, "God bless you." I said, "Have a nice dinner." I mean, you expect me to want you to go to war with her or to hate her? I mean, think about what's happening inside of you. Okay? At the same time, if her grandson was to do something to, you know, criminally against me or something, and I would make an object example of him within the law. That's why I suggested to Colin, right? Because the message has to be, this isn't okay. To anybody, whoever it is that doesn't want to behave, the message has to be, this isn't okay. We need to maintain social cohesion by telling these people it isn't okay. And this is where Colin jumped the shark, and this is where Colin exposed himself. Okay, just calm down, pay attention. This is where Colin exposed himself when he finally came out. See, he was always just the guy that was, I'm just relaying information. I'm just the public messenger. This is underreported information that everybody can use to help better protect themselves. I was like, thank you. I was friends with the guy. I liked him. I'd send his videos out. Thought it was good stuff. I never really paid attention to his audience and what they were doing in the comments. I just watched the video and move on. But then as it comes to light, now I realize that what's happening to this crowd, to this unwitting cult following that he has, is that they are being worked up into a frenzy of racial hatred and anger that's going to explode in a powder keg that Colin knows. He knows. And so this is where he exposed himself. I'm sorry to jump around a little bit. He exposed himself whenever I was trying to tell him about protecting yourself after he had done a review with his cop. His cop says, don't be a hero, stand down, and criticizes. So if you notice, you get criticized. If you're a victim of Colin's, he loves it because he can e-beg and make money off of the video. But he doesn't want, he criticizes whatever you do. If you defend yourself, you get criticized as being a hero and being some little Billy bad boy that should have just called the cops. That's what his buddy said. In a little paragraph, that's his buddy's advice. Even though there's channels of information to help you not be a victim. No, ignore all that. Just be a victim, be on a video, and then let Colin criticize you. Because whatever you do, you're going to be a victim of. Why did you go to that place? You should have known better than to go to that place and be around those people. Why did you trust those people? You should have not even trusted them. You should just know to hate them. You know, it's always going to be a criticism, and especially if the person tries to offer forgiveness and help to somebody after they've made them a victim. And I understand that that's a little bit naive, you know, to say the least. But Colin will degrade you and say that we don't even care about you, and like you deserve to be a victim. And so it's all come to light, sort of in my mind. It all clicked, right? Thanks to the help of one of my commenters, Big Papa, Papa Smurf. He said something that got my mind to put it all together. This is what was missing. Colin Flaherty is probably an agent, provocateur, some kind of con man, working for con men that want social instability, that want a collapse of society, that want a race war. That if you just do the math, you're going to sit here and brew in this powder keg on his channel, getting more and more angry about black people. Again, I see black people all day long, right? Yes, you need to be vigilant, but that's for anybody and everything. Black people maybe a little more, okay, I'm not going to argue, but hey, can we all just try to get along, right? And as Rodney King says, okay? Like I said, there's plenty of black people I have no problem with that I would never want to go to war with. Why would I want to? The South always wanted to foster them from day one till they could handle it on their own. And it was the fucking idiot Yankee North that came down here and made them free to have nothing, sent their super racist carpetbaggers down here to instill the Jim Crow laws and really stick it up their fucking ass to where they've struggled. So that you've caused them to struggle rather than help them to be fostered, Yankees, Colin, fucker. And now you want to just butcher them out with your fucking unwitting crowd? I was going to try not to swear, I'm sorry, to all the kids out there. But that's what's going on, is he's going to get you killed. He's going to get you killed when you go out there all pissed off and fired up about how all black people are animals, all black people are orcs, all black people can be dehumanized in his comments. That's another clue right there. That's a huge clue. Why is he allowing that? Oh, we do this without racism? Yeah, you do it without overt, politically corrected style, or politically incorrect style racism. That, you know, but calling somebody an orc and an animal? I mean, it's different if you say black people who can't behave act like animals. It's different than saying black people are animals. Do you understand that? And to call them orcs is even worse, right? What does the army do? They get you calling whoever it is some dehumanizing name, a gook, a Jap, a Haji, okay? That's how you're being groomed to be violent, to be ready to just go out there and butcher out black people in Colin's race war. I'm going to destroy this guy. This guy's causing a major, major problem now that I see what it is. He's getting people all worked up and not allowing them options. When a person feels like they're out of options, they just want to frickin' explode. When a person feels like, what does Colin tell you? You can't trust your media to do you right. You can't trust these blacks because any one of them's going to victimize you. They have a flat tire or something else. Look what's going to happen to you. And then the media is going to twist it if you try to defend yourself, and my cop buddy's going to tell you that you were a dumbass and that you were trying to be a hero anyway. Right? And you can't trust anything. And look at the guy in California that shot the guy, and now he's pled guilty. He's just totally twisting the whole everything to meet his propaganda of stand down, don't be a hero, get more pissed off, and wait for the powder keg. Just look in the comments at what I'm saying is true. Think about what I'm saying. I know that this is going to require a little bit more than the average intelligence to figure out. I understand that. But it's not my fault you're retarded. It's not my fault you're being led to slaughter. And it's not my fault you can't figure it out when I'm trying to help you. Okay? Those that have enough sense and brains are going to figure this out with me. And we're going to take care of this Colin douche. Okay? Because we don't need an upset in social cohesion. We don't need a race war. Okay? What we need is a vigilant population that is ready to not be a victim because they have self-defense skills, sending an object example to the criminals that this is not okay, this is over, this will stop. Taking you down, Colin.